Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at Scorpio and Gemini, the relationship. I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I did meditate over these cards. We're going to take a look and see what's going on in this relationship. Okay, so I'm out here. Oh, man, I'm not getting up. Let's take a look and see what's going on. I'm going to pull one card. To be honest with you guys, I was shuffling, doing something about resources to maintain. I feel like that could be the common energy between you guys. Taurus energy, productivity, resulting from the productivity of something, being practical. Some of you guys are worried. I see the common energy between both you guys. Am I going to have the resources to maintain? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I will. I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it right here, because I don't necessarily know where it falls, but it came up twice, and I'm like, alright, I guess I'm supposed to tell you this. Okay. So there's something with resources to maintain. Give me the common energy. Well, give me the energy for Scorpio in this relationship with Gemini, please. Give me the energy, please. Your highest ideals. Your highest ideals. There's something with the Sagittarius energy that comes up. You're really concerned about a Sagittarius. Your highest ideals, okay? Something about the rules. Get it out to the world. Get it out to the world. Okay. You're concerned about a Sagittarius, or your highest idea, Scorpio, is something about a Sagittarius and getting something out to the world. You're going to tell something. Or you fear a Sagittarius is going to tell on you. I don't know. I don't know how this is what's on your mind right now. Sorry guys, it may not be related to this relationship. I don't know how I started this read without bringing my water and my coffee out here. Give me, Gemini, what is your concern, please? What is on your mind? Okay, we got houses. Balance. Cooperation. Cooperation with my partners. Okay, so this suggests your partner, Scorpio, and maybe your business partners, because I do see quite a bit of collaboration, people working together. Things not necessarily going great, but there is a lot of working together. So, of course, I'm looking for balance, cooperation. Not only in my relationship, but also in my business partnerships or relationships, whatever that means to you, because it says your partners. Okay, so that could be business partners, whatever, I don't know, whatever that means. So we're going to leave that there. And the common energy, resources to maintain. Your highest ideas. I get this feeling that Scorpio is willing to go ruthless with something. I'm willing to be ruthless. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. Now, granted, I don't read these cards all the time. I wanted to read the directions, and I never got around to it. I did skim, but I cannot tell you I educated myself. I did not. So literally, I'm just going by what I feel. That's how I operate. Like I have to be drawn to it. Things come to me like that. So the energy that I'm getting is somebody is trying to come up with some sort of idea. I need to be able to maintain something. There's this Sagittarius energy. It's your highest idea. So I feel like somebody's going to give something up, or there's something that you need to get out to the world per the text. Gemini, I want balance. I want cooperation. At the rules, I want cooperation. Get it out to the world. Your partners. Oof. Gemini, there's something going on with your partners here. There's something where they're not cooperating with you. This is what you desire. I'm worried about balance, cooperation, and my partners, your partners. Or you could be saying, Gemini could be saying, I'm worried about your partners, Scorpio. Maybe you guys have business partners everywhere. I really feel like this is with Gemini, though. Okay. We have the Four Wands that comes up reversed for Scorpio in this relationship with Gemini. There was some sort of an argument. Somebody left home. People moved out. This is something where somebody could have been in an Aries energy. You guys might share the same energy, but something having to do with an Aries. Something with lack of harmony. There was some sort of conflict in a family or team. This might have to do with work. It seems to evenly balance out that there are some challenges with Scorpio and love, or their personal relationship, and also business partners. So you start to see it here. Now, I also see where somebody's partner, somebody could have been an Aries partner. All right? There's something here of you being uncertain, Scorpio, where this relationship is going to go. I don't know where this is going to go. This is part of your family or somebody from your team. You're uncertain about the relationship. Some of you are stuck in a rut rather than having some sort of a transition, which is what you would have with the Four of Wands if we're upright. If we're upright, it'd be a celebration. I'm happy to transcend or move over to the next phase of life with you, whether it be a relationship, baby. It's a reason for a celebration. Here it talks about an ingenuine celebration. Somebody had expectations for gain, it says, Scorpio. Maybe that's you. Maybe you had expectations of gain from this Gemini or vice versa. Now, Scorpio could be telling me their story about Gemini. Well, let me tell you what Gemini did to me. That's what Scorpio could be doing. And that's the same thing you get from Gemini. So if you hear Gemini, if you are a Gemini, you're like, no, I didn't do that because I know these. No, I didn't. No, Scorpio did that to me. You'll know where people fit. That's what it's all about, right? You know when it's your story and when it's not. And then you know when it is your story and you boil up shame. Like, oh, child, let me fix that real quick, right? So we have this energy here of an ingenuine celebration. Somebody was expecting something. Expectations for gain. I wanted something in return. Okay, so we know that there was some false celebration had. We know that there's some cutting or severing of some sort of a partnership, right? Somebody stuck in a rut rather than getting what they were promised here. There's an Aries significant about this energy, Scorpio. We also have the Knight of Wands that comes up. Somebody's sex driven. Ooh. This person could sell you a pipe dream, whoever this person is, this Knight of Wands. It also goes on to say that this person is adventurous and daring and they're dreamy and they're always on the move, okay? Spontaneous energy, a zest for novelty. You know, when I looked that up, I feel like I looked up the wrong... So not only am I out here, never mind. They want to try something new. They're always craving something new. I want to try something that is new. They pursue new ideas, new interests, but they're a bold force. So when this Knight of Wands decides that they want to do something, they become very bold about it. It says lots of bold action. This might be for somebody, this piece, please. I don't know who this is for. Forces you to make room for it or him. It says that this happens very fast. However, there's something was a positive change in your environment. It comes quickly. It's a fast change, very swift. So I don't necessarily feel it's bad, but the part that I am concerned about is this is a Knight of Wands and they're forcing their way in. So I don't know what that can be misinterpreted. I don't know. The way the text reads, okay, what I felt was somebody has the ability, because this person's very sure of themselves, they might feel like, oh yeah, I'm the man or the woman and I could just do that. I get that kind of energy. It's kind of like this puffed up type of energy. It's something here forces you to make room for them, right? So whatever this is about, somebody's going to finesse their way. They can do that, but they do bring some sort of a positive change. You may not like the way it's done or how it gets there, but ultimately this turns out good, whatever this is, all right? This is a Knight of Wands energy that comes in. Now, there is something here where you guys are hoping for some sort of renewal. I feel like whatever happened here, somebody left home. Whatever this was about. It was about some fake celebration, something that was ingenuine. Somebody wanted something in return. Scorpio, you may have found out that Gemini wanted something in return from you. Maybe Gemini was a Knight of Wands in your story, right? Maybe they were adventurous and daring and passionate and spontaneous. Maybe you loved that about them, Scorpio. They were craving to try new things. It also goes on to say here, they brought a positive change to the environment, but it happened very fast. But this person's very sure of themselves. I don't know. This person could be selling you a pipe dream. I still feel like be wary, whoever this person is. For some of you, I feel like this happened already. This person is lusty. I don't feel like you're the only person here. This person could be in the public eye. For some of you, you've already fallen out with this person, as cleared and said in the first card. I left home because of an argument. I left home because you sold me a pipe dream, or I kicked you out because it was a fake celebration. You sold me a pipe dream. You told me da-da-da, but things were good. Positive environment. This guy or girl, There's something where they want a renewal. Because this card, the star, is a star of hope. It's Aquarius energy. There's something with hope. Something with a dream. Somebody wants to renew something with you. Scorpio. It could be Gemini that wants to renew something with you. Or for some of you, if we look at this individually, you may have an Aquarius energy that wants to heal something with you, renew something with you. I don't know what this is about. But I will tell you this. It says the star card in this scenario here. Somebody's hoping to reconnect. This person seems to be at a distance. Maybe Gemini, maybe you're at a distance. Maybe you guys are in a long distance relationship or you've grown distant. There's no strong action being taken. No immediate powerful change. So this person's going really slow. Don't expect anything great. This hope is literally just that. It feels like it's hope. It's a wish. But it's not going to happen. At least not anytime soon. But it also goes on to say, Scorpio, this is a period of quiet for you. Maybe you're not talking to this Gemini. It's a period of quiet, feeling hurt. No conversations. Scorpio, I feel like you're not talking. I feel like you guys are done. Whatever this is about. There was some argument about a false celebration that came out. Then you found out somebody was trying to, do whatever, okie doke. And then there's something about no immediate action being taken. I feel like you stopped everything, halted everything. But either this is you still hoping to renew something, or this is Gemini. I don't know. I can tell you that you guys are both resources to maintain. I feel like there was a breakup. Somebody could have promised to support somebody financially. The highest ideas. Scorpio has an idea. Scorpio has a story to tell. And it says, get it out to the world, child. This story, though, this story seems to be about somebody. I'm not sure, because this is Aries energy, 4 of Wands. Scorpio, maybe you have Aries in your chart. And then you have the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But we also have the star. Somebody could be in the public eye. Somebody wants to talk. Could be a Scorpio. I'm going to talk about this person in the public eye. Who is this person? A Sagittarius. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell about this false celebration. I'm going to tell about this pipe dream. Right? It says this is happening in the coming weeks. That this Scorpio is going to fess up and they're going to tell about this Sagittarius. I don't know why. You have hope to renew something with an Aquarius. I want to renew with my Aquarius. Whatever that's about. I don't know who this Aquarius is. It's an energy. But I feel like you guys want to renew something with an Aquarius. Or you have that in your chart. Or it's something where you want to renew something. There's hope. But there's no conversations. This is something that Scorpio might be doing quietly. Remember, Scorpio's not talking. But Scorpio has an idea. A big one. Scorpio gonna sing to the mountaintop because they need to maintain their resources in this relationship. I don't know how this all adds up. I'm not quite sure how this all adds up. I feel like this could be a business partner. Because Gemini is focused on partners. I need balance from my partners. Now Gemini, when we take a look at your energy, this is a 4 of Swords here, Libra energy. You're resting. You're observing. So in a sense, you guys kind of share that similar energy. Why? Scorpio's being quiet, not saying anything, not saying a word, no conversations. This is a period of quiet, but they're hurt. They're healing. Being distant, though. In essence, solitude, away from you. Gemini, it says you're under observation. Now, this could be you in a mental hospital. Maybe they're observing your brains or whatever. For some of you, you're taking some sort of a rest. But you're resting. You're watching. There's something with observation. For some of you, you're concerned about order and stability. Again, it takes us back to resources to maintain. So that's a main concern of yours, and it's coming up in your energy. And the common energy that play out between you guys. We're going to take a look. You're taking a rest from battles for right now. You're enjoying some peace. Some of you guys are recovering from some sort of an illness. It says there's a trial of some sort. It says after taking a break, you guys have found some, I don't know, I want to say you had some revelations about some things, right? After observing, I feel like you guys had time to think something out, sort something out. This could have been during recovery. So some of you guys are recovering, and others of you, You've been battling. There's something about a trial that you've been fighting or that you're in. But it goes on to say that you're not worried about this. I'm not worrying about it. I'm trying my best not to, but I'm watching. I just don't feel like it's your time to fight. But what I do see is that more battles are coming up for you. So, per the text, it's like you're taking a breath in between battles, right? Because you just got out of a trial, or you're waiting your turn to speak up in one, something like that. Ten of Pentacles comes out reversed. While this is going on, because we do see the Four Swords of observation, I feel like for some of you, this argument could be about money or something like that. Foreclosure comes up for you, Gemini. It says that you're having some family conflicts, and we see that because somebody left home, Scorpio. You guys could be a magic couple. Magic couple. You guys could be a married couple. Something with a relationship getting stuck in a rut. An ingenuine celebration. Expectations. I was expecting a gain. For some of you, you might feel like Scorpio wanted to gain from you, Gemini. There's something here with you going into foreclosure. Something about family conflicts. That could be you guys. Or there could be some interception of a Virgo here. That's the energy. Foreclosure. Loneliness. Unsupportive family and loss. Somebody could have had a third party. Or somebody has a dangerous business partner. I feel like it's more of a business partner who's dangerous. The family failed to give you your inheritance. That's part of your loss too. Whoever this is, they worked with a Virgo to put you in foreclosure, or you're in foreclosure because of some loss. Maybe you can't pay it because of some loss. The loss seems to be at the hands of a Virgo energy here. Somebody who wasn't cooperating with you. Somebody would not give you your money. Somebody worked with your family. They did not give you your inheritance. They wanted your cycle not to end. They did not want your cycle of lack to end. They wanted your cycle of lack to continue suffering. This is what they wanted. No family, no abundance. And some of you feel like it will never end at times, but it will at some point, right? The Three of Wands reverse comes up, Scorpio. Oh, did I say Scorpio? I mean Gemini. Oops. Gemini. That whole thing was Gemini. But anyway, Three of Wands comes up. I feel like I'm telling Scorpio Gemini story. Whatever. There's some delays here. Three of Wands says that there's setbacks. It's reversed here. There was a lack of planning. Somebody did not plan. So although Gemini was looking, they had a break in between whatever it is they were doing, whatever battles. They were already in one trial. And I feel like there were several more that were coming up. Now, even though they had time to rest, even though they had time to observe, I don't know, conjure up some sort of a strategy, I guess the strategy seems to be foreclosure. Now, it looks like whatever this strategy is, it landed them in a psychiatric ward for somebody. It also landed them because they're in a psychiatric ward. There's something with foreclosure that comes up. Family conflicts that comes up. The family conflict is over money. I feel like somebody may have sent this Knight of Wands out, could be in Aries, to stop something with the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like somebody was hired. Why? Because we have the Three of Wands that comes up. These are delays, setbacks, lack of planning, group work that was sloppy, shoddy. It could have been Aries. Takes me back here to Aries. I feel like whoever this is Gemini. It says that you could have hired this Aries to help stop an inheritance from being given out. Dividends, money, payouts. You stopped it. You hired an Aries to distract somebody. The Three of Wands comes up. You wanted some bad luck to happen. But again, whoever you hired, this guy or girl, they did shoddy work. But you, Gemini, had unrealistic expectations. I'm not sure what you were expecting, but you didn't get them. It says, effort tinged by bad luck. Somebody could be Jamaican, somebody could drink tea. This is an unreliable business partner, this Aries. Oh, Three of Pentacles. No, Three of Wands. Where is that? Hold up. Yep, Aries again. Yep, Aries. So Aries was an unreliable business partner. They was supposed to tear something down. Make it okay for you not to give out the inheritance right there, Ten of Pentacles. And the thing is, Gemini, you could be in the family or you could have worked with their family. But you definitely hired somebody on the outside, aside from the family, to do something to mess up the family. Make sure somebody's in foreclosure. Make sure they were lonely and unsupported by family. You infiltrated a family. Loss. You wanted somebody to lose something. It looks like it actually happens to you, though. It looks like you end up with no family somehow, or at least you're not going to have the support that you had before. You get used to it. Common energy between you guys. Now, this is a common energy. There's this Capricorn energy that shows up as a common energy between you guys here, right? Resources to maintain. Common energy, Three of Pentacles, Capricorn. Mastering what it is I do. Networking. Investment. Somebody went to an investor, or there's an investor involved in this, or this is an investment. Whatever this is about, because this part is a little weird. It's a job well done. For both you guys, I don't know if you... Someone more senior has noticed your hard work. You both have a deep love for the work that you do, but may be a novice. But your potential is noticed. It is not missed. It says, keep going down your chosen path. Enthusiasm will be rewarded. So I can tell you that the common energy between you guys is somebody who's an absolute professional. They're senior. So it doesn't necessarily mean an age thing, but it could be about an experience thing, right? You know, there's like a senior manager or a senior this. They have more experience than other people, or there's something specific about the way they do that enables them to have the title for the real ones. We ain't talking about the nepotism. Screw them. They don't know what they're doing anyway. I'm just saying. Most of them don't. Sorry, it's the truth. You know, oh yeah, my kid Jimmy. Yeah, okay. Your kid Jimmy is really, lady. You sent Jimmy in here? Yeah. They do it. They don't care. They believe that these women think that their little Jimmys are just, I don't know what's wrong with these. I don't know, but you know what? I'm talking, right? I ain't got, maybe if I have some son, I'll praise him like he's some god like the rest of these ladies. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. In a sense, subconsciously, I probably do that now. If you really think about it, it's almost like we're programmed. I don't know. Anyway, so the common energy, some Three of Pentacles. This is something where a group of people get together. There's teamwork. There's collaboration. Somebody's unreliable. But we have somebody who's looking at the effort, and they see that somebody who's a novice, meaning if somebody tried to pull off this scam before, like this person trying to pull off this scam, there's somebody who's senior and better at it than you who's looking at you. And they say, wow, you did a pretty decent job at trying to hide this from me, but I'm a senior, right? So this senior, right? This senior could be a Capricorn. They could be somebody in the FBI who could be following you guys. There's something about an investment that they're aware of. They also notice the great work that you do as a novice when it comes to group collaboration and how you thought it was elaborate, which it is because you have these people looking. So you got their attention. Whoever this group work, whoever this family member is, this older family member, this family member who does not want to give the money out or share the dividends or whatever is yours, they lied. This Gemini went and hired an Aries to sweep you up off your feet. They claim they did it because they needed to maintain resources. Look at that. So Gemini is already in the courthouse, right? And they got more battles coming up. Maybe you guys know you have battles coming up. For some of you, you do not. Now, I feel like you guys may have broken up. I feel like Scorpio maybe left the house and ran off. Possibly because I see a horse here, aside from what it actually means. There's a horse here. So somebody moved out over some arguments. I took my horse, I got out of here, but I'm silent with the star card. Somebody's hoping for renewal. Maybe Scorpio's like, I wish we could repair this, but Scorpio's silent. I'm not talking. There's no immediate change. This is a period of quiet. There are no conversations. Now for you, Gemini, delays, setbacks to planning, some sloppy work that you're dealing with because you hired this Aries over here. But also, there's no abundance for you. Ten of Pentacles. It looks like you get broke. It looks like you go into foreclosure. Or whatever these things, whatever happens, it looks like it impacts you the most because Scorpio already took off and left. Scorpio got on a horse and got the heck up out of there, right? Their highest ideal, though, to maintain their resources is this story that they got about this Sagittarius that they're going to let out to the world. Now, they going to tell it. They sure is going to tell it. Now, ain't you, Scorpio? You going to open up your mouth and say something? I don't know if that's going to help you, but I'm just saying, right? You need the resources to maintain. Maybe somebody's selling a story. Maybe somebody's telling a story to save their own, right? Four of Swords. This Gemini is in their head. They know that there's another battle coming, but they have chosen consciously, let me not think about this, right? I feel like it's a one thing at a time, but it literally says that you're in between trials right now. You could be an attorney, you could be a lawyer, but I feel like you're in a mental institution real quick taking some pills that make you forget. I don't think you have the ability to forget naturally. Some of you guys have been sat down because you're recovering from illness. And I just can't think about that other stuff now. But you're well aware, Gemini, that you have other battles coming up. There are more to come. And you're catching a breath. Now, this Ten of Pentacles, while you catch your breath, because I feel like whatever this is, the next trial is going to be about this stolen inheritance. This Ten of Pentacles that you never gave. Or you were part of not giving it, but you were also a part of some sort of group work to make sure that whoever this Ten of Pentacles belongs to, which it looks like Scorpio, make sure they don't get it. I'm going to hire somebody. You hired an Aries. And the Aries did a crap job, right? Nobody did the research. Same old crap. Three of Pentacles, mastering networking. Both of you guys were networking. I believe for different reasons. I feel like Scorpio, if you were networking because I need to maintain resources. Maybe you're reaching out to people. Maybe you guys are trying to find jobs, whatever. With this other one over here, I feel like maintaining resources is a little bit different. With Gemini, they are Four Swords. They're taking a rest. They're just sitting back and looking for now until their next battle, right? But they're observing during isolation, introspection. This Ten of Pentacles, how are they holding on to their resources? They're simply not giving the resources that are yours to you. That's how they're maintaining their books right now. Which that's going to change, ain't it? We already know that. You're going to have to break it all up because the Lord going to make you break it up. So anyway, there's something where somebody's desperately trying to hold on to your inheritance. It falls under you, Gemini. Your family failed to give you an inheritance. I don't know. You guys could be relatives too, whatever this is about. But you also could be divorced. All right? Because somebody moved. I mean, this could be a kid and who knows? It could be a lover thingy. Because honestly, I don't see a lot of love here. I see a false celebration. I see somebody hiring somebody over some money. And I see somebody could be in the public eye, but somebody's hoping that things were different. Somebody's hoping for renewal. As a matter of fact, I believe that if you're the Scorpio, that this Gemini hired the Aries to basically catfish, I feel like this Knight of Wands wants to renew something with you and start again. I don't think you're having that. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe your situation is different. So this person may want to reappear. This one that tried to catfish you because the Gemini paid them to do it. So there's something with delays and setbacks, lack of planning. Plans did not go the way Gemini wanted them to in this relationship or this connection. This was a project or group work. And it was, because we see threes here. We see Three of Wands reversed, did not go well, right? Wasn't planned well. Three of Pentacles, somebody did some shoddy work. Because this is usually Three of Pentacles is going to be some sort of group work. It is not good group work. It's like sloppy group work, a bad collaboration. Things were shoddy. They didn't do a good job. Basically, people were a part of it, but there was no balance. It was out of bound. There was no cooperation, and the partners did not accomplish what they needed to accomplish here. So there's too much that suggests that Gemini was the one that hired an Aries to do some work. Well, not that kind of work. I got to realize where I am down here. They hired somebody to catfish somebody. I want to be very specific. All right. So anyway, there's these delays, there's setbacks. Like I said, somebody could be of Jamaican descent. Something about tinged by bad luck, unrealistic expectations. Gemini, you had unrealistic expectations. You were expecting not to have to give this up. You expected this Knight of Wands to assist you with holding on to this Ten of Pentacles. You even went as far as to network to get something done. You reached out to this Capricorn. That should be that way. Yeah, that should be that way because it's positive energy. Three of Pentacles is where some higher up or somebody who's a senior investment person or senior at what they do when it comes to scamming or group collaborations. Somebody that's very good at what they do. They notice that you're not a professional at what you did, but you did a darn good job where you probably gave this senior a run for their money. So not senior as in age, senior as in seasoned, experienced. The reason why I hold the position true. Not nepotism, my own experiences, my education, whatever it is, right? This person is truly a senior. But it also says here, enthusiasm is going to be rewarded. For some of you, they noticed your hard work and your potential has not been missed. Some of you guys may receive some sort of news from this person. I don't know if it's going to be good news or bad news. But whoever this person is, they got wind of your scheme. And they're like, wow, they did a pretty good doggone job at that. I believe that's probably the feds. I don't know. I can't say. That's what I was thinking when it was the first. I'm like, maybe they dirty feds? Like, not dirty, but not dirty feds, but I don't want to say street smart. They're all street smart. I think, I don't know. I thought feds. I don't know. I feel like somebody was in there listening. I don't know. It didn't feel like private eye. It just felt like I see what y'all doing and you're doing a good job. So, I mean, somebody's bigging you up. They're higher up. And I don't know. Y'all might have been scheming together or something like that. Who are they rewarding exactly? I'm curious. It's got to be Gemini. Because somebody's praising this group work that was done. Although it failed, somebody's praising the effort. I don't know, but they could be praising the effort or they could be praising your nerve. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, this could be somebody in your family, Six of Cups, somebody in your past, could be a childhood friend, whatever. Oh yeah, this is about your family. This could be somebody from the past. Something about physical violence, Ten of Swords, how they tried to put you down, stuck in a rut so you couldn't move. For some of you, they wanted you sad. They're impressed at the group work, how they did it. They're like, wow, that's really impressive that they put in the effort. It's noticeable. They're also surprised that somebody was traditional. They did it to somebody who was traditional. But it also tells me that this Three of Pentacles, whoever this person is, this senior noticing this, they notice the steps. That it was somebody from a family that tried to cause somebody some physical harm, make them sad. It could have been a high Phauront energy. It could have been a Taurus. Somebody could be a pope or a preacher. They're looking at the group work and how it was constructed. They made some sort of a choice to do something. They had many options, and whoever this senior is, they're impressed by what they chose. They're looking at the effort that was put in.